for Halloween, everybody, goes and buys a bunch of candy and then waits on people to come to their door, or they got family they know's coming, or
hold on now. Everybody goes buys a bunch of candy and wait for somebody to come to the door.
Yeah, some people do that. A lot of people.
Some people like me go buy a bunch of candy and eat it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I was at the grocery store the other day and I got behind a guy who me and Buddy know.
Yep.
He bought $100.22 worth of candy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he knows.
Well, he must have a lot of trick-or-treaters coming by.
He's going to participate in that there, what you call your Boo on Main.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Either that or he moonlights as Willy Wonka. We just can't find no midgets.
$100.22
worth of candy.
Yeah.
$100
I didn't want to do that this year, so I decided to go a different route. Also, I don't want people coming to my house, So if I figured if I give them a treat,
take 1 year,
that is not great, then next year they'll be like, "Don't go to that house."
And they'll never come back. You got to take 1 year, invest in a very, very bad treat.
Yeah. So I went and bought a bunch of apples.
Not even bad enough, I feel like.
Yeah, well, give it time.
You get apples and oranges and pecans.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm thinking red potatoes. Just get you a bag of red potatoes.
Hold on. I'm getting there. Because if I went with potatoes, this would probably be a great idea. People would flock to my damn house. So I decided I was going to do apples. And you think, okay, you can give them an apple grape. You could candy the apple with candy.
Caramel.
Yeah, or you could put caramel on it. You put caramel on it.
What did you think that candied me?
Yeah, so hold on. So what I did is I said, I'm not doing nothing. No, you could do the red shit. What's the red shit they put on them?
Candy.
Yeah,
you're right.
You could melt down a bunch of cherry Jolly Ranchers, dip that apple in there. And I know I'm not doing none of that. I went and got some Hush Puppy mix. And, yeah. And I didn't butterfly it, but I bloomed it like they do a blooming onion, the apple. Took the core out, put it in some Hush Puppy mix and deep fried it. And I gave slices of that out. And people, they were like, "Oh, is that a blooming onion?" I'm like, "Nope." Is it a blooming potato? Nope. And then I gave like sweet little dabs of horseradish with it. And they were like, "What is that?" I was like, "Find out."
That's that
Dipping sauce.
Yeah.
Dipping sauce.
So I gave blooming apples with horseradish. Not like horseradish dipping sauce, just straight little radishes from a horse. That's what I gave out. And
when you could be a trendsetter, that could catch on. They might flock to your house next year saying, "That's the guy that gives out the blooming apples with the horse."
Well, I'm just thinking,
giving out
It'd be a
them weird
line
treats.
trying to
We
get in
coming.
your yard.
I'm trying to get us back in the black. And so I'm thinking if it does take off, we procure a little trailer, start frying stuff again.
Yep.
Now we got apples on the menu.
Fry up some apples.
Yeah. And so needless to say, that one kid just shot his horseradish back because he thought it was like melted sugar or something. He passed away.
Or a fireball.
Yeah, he passed away.
I've done this
Thought it
before.
was a pixie stick.
Yeah.
That ain't
I listened to another podcast that talked about the first known instance of Halloween candy poisoning, because it's a thing every year. They're like, "Oh, check your kids' candy." Well, apparently that's happened about 4 times ever recorded. I think
it's a thing that parents like to say, like, "Hey, I got to check your candy.
They got to pick the good stuff.
This is why."
That's right. They pick
It's
the good
just
stuff. That's
excuse.
it. I mean,
Well, everybody got
Make sure
real
there ain't no
scared. 'Cause-
razor blades in them.
Yeah, they were like, "Oh, they put razor blades in your candy." Only razor blade I know is about yay long, about that wide. Like, if you put that in my candy,
and it costs like $43.
I'm
So
pretty
if you
sure I'm
throw
gonna
away razor
find it.
blades,
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm gonna keep it in my room and cut. My brother.
Every time he's late,
Yeah.
one cut.
I wouldn't have no arms
Oh
left.
no, yeah, you'd be stumped out by the weekend. But yeah, they were like, check your kids' candy and whatnot. Well, I listened to a thing that talked about the first one that made news, and it turns out the dad poisoned his own kid for life insurance. I'm like, really, we just need to be watching the parents. Like, hey, in the months leading up to Halloween, are they taking out big life insurance policies? Because if they are, you don't really need to check their candy.
Yeah, nah, it ain't the candy. It ain't the
You
candy.
need to follow
boss.
the breadcrumbs to the source.
Follow the money.
Yes, it looks like on October 25th you took out a $2 million life insurance policy on your child.
Yeah, and that was the thing they said.
Don't know what happened.
they were questioning, and finally they were, questioning the dad, and they were like, "Well, you took out extra life insurance on your child earlier, this month," and he was like, "Yeah, I just thought we needed some more." It's like, and then your son died on Halloween night. He's like, "Yeah, such a tragedy." He said, "But then, November 1st, you called the insurance company to try to collect." He's like, "Well, I had to get the money." I was like, "Well, damn."
They weren't going to call me.
money.
Yeah, he said you weren't
I had a
real
car
upset.
payment coming due.
I was like, well, but I didn't. I'm not trying to endanger no kids. I'm just trying to deter them from coming to my house, and I think it worked. We'll find out next year.
You know what the
Yeah,
ultimate
next year
deterrent
will be
is
the
for
truth.
trick-or-treaters? Living in an apartment.
You would think, though.
You would think.
You would think that's where you would take the kids.
You got a crowd in a small
Yes.
area. You can hit
Right.
multiple.
I think
doors.
it's I don't know, man. I don't think a lot of people have, like, if they did have candy, they wouldn't be willing to give it out.
It's
In our
me. This is
apartment.
mine.
Yeah, I mean that would, like, if you go to a neighborhood, with modest houses. I mean, I wouldn't take my kids to a trailer park to trick or treat.
Oh no.
Like, let's be honest, I probably wouldn't do that. If you lived in the trailer park, yeah.
They just
But
give
if you're
shit
an
they don't want
outsider,
no
yeah,
more.
like if you're like it'd be like taking a kid that lives at like a single story house, take it up to a trailer park. They're like, okay, why am I coming
You
here?
should get some good stuff.
Yeah, you should get some good
Yeah.
stuff. You might
Yeah,
come back
good
with a couple
stuff.
needles,
Yeah.
a little,
Beer.
little glass piece,
You
a couple
socks.
beers.
Little Millers.
I don't know. Maybe that's what you do with your kids. Maybe they complain about trick or
Be humble.
treating one year,
Yeah.
and then you take them to the trailer park the next year, and you're like, look,
See?
could be worse.
Yeah. I wouldn't let them out at the front of the trailer park.
No,
And tell them-
that's an escort your child
Yeah.
type place.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You don't just be like, hit the neighborhood and come back, because
Yeah.
they might not come back.
No, there's a good chance they don't come back, unless you got a big life insurance policy.
There you
on
go.
them. And then, full circle.
Then you wait a week
Yeah,
before you call.
right. Give it a little bit of time.
Yeah, come on.
Pretend like you're upset
Yeah,
a little
pretend
bit.
like you care for a second.
Yeah, but I would think that apartments would be a good spot. But I would do it like you're saying. I would go to the higher end apartments.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying your apartment's not high end. I'm just saying
There's a lot of them.
Well, no,
there's a potluck that you're going to get from your apartment. You're going to get some people like you who might have some candy for themselves and just be like, "Oh, well, there you go.
Here you go.
I didn't buy any."
yeah, this is 3 months old. It's the stuff I didn't want.
Yeah.
There you go.
And then you got, some of the,
Well,
n-
and
native
I
families.
think you're also going to have to look at two different kinds of apartments.
Mm-hmm.
Your apartments, being real close to Clemson, is probably not going to have the same clientele of an apartment over in Westminster, Seneca, or
Oh,
some
yeah.
other place where you don't have. You got adults.
Yeah.
In
That's good.
those
Adults.
other apartments
Right.
versus college kids and young people in the other ones.
You knew it. I'm like, you're not wrong, girl.
I've often thought, well, if you go trick or treat, just go down to one of them dorms in Clemson and just start knocking door to door. That way you can get it all done real quick. And if they got any candy, they'll give you all of it.
Yeah, they'll give
You
you
know.
candy just
Yeah.
to get you out of
Go
there.
away.
To get
Yeah.
away. So,
See, I didn't think about that.
So how much did you get this year?
Well, I got a whole bag full. Another thing I want to
No,
mention
that-
is, you can't trust these kids that come to your door.
No.
Because last year, I had two little people come up, knock on the door, trick or treat. I said, oh, that's a cute costume. Let me see your face. And it was midgets, 2 midgets.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking, dang.
They
Yeah.
swindling. Well, that's the one. I think that's the one time a year, like, the midgets can come out and be like, "Hey, you know what?
Well, they
It's
can dress
our
up so you
time.
can't
Middle
get
finger to
it's
all you
our
tallies."
time. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
And the costumes fit them.
Yeah.
oh, yeah.
Well, they have such a good selection. Like,
Yeah.
They don't make a lot of adult costumes.
Right.
Like, I don't want to wear it like an adult costume, but if I did, you got like Iron Man, a pirate, and
Doctor.
a doctor. Like those are the only three. Like,
That's what they should make. They should make adult costumes that are like careers and not like, okay, you can't be a superhero if you're past this size. We're not making a costume for you.
yeah.
If you are an adult like us, you can go buy a construction outfit. You can go buy a doctor's lab coat. You can go buy a.
I think that's how the village people got
I
started.
started saying, y'all would
Well-
fit in well with the village people.
But what I'm saying is do that, and then inside the when you open the pack of your whatever, it's like, hey, believe in yourself. You can do something with your life.
Yeah.
Quit fucking trick or treating. Go back to school.
See this costume?
Yeah.
This could be your real outfit every day if
Yeah.
you just applied yourself.
Let this be the last year.
Yeah. Don't spend $39.95 on a costume. Spend it on an online course to further your education or further your career. Just motivation.
Like a
Buy a
charity on the
book.
backside of it.
yeah. Yeah.
We help adults go to college.
Here's
Well,
your
I got the best Halloween treat a person can get.
Oh, yeah.
You wasn't here for the previous conversation because you was tardy.
Yes.
Yeah, but he's been tardy.
But he's been retarded many
I was
times.
going to say, let's be honest. You
As
do it one
many-
time, you're pretty much done.
As many of you know, I retired early almost 3 years ago and thought, I'm a pretty good old fella. I can get by on my looks for 3 years. Of course, back then I weighed 320 pounds. Now I weigh 135.
Retirement's working out for you.
It was not working out as well as I had hoped until this past Wednesday. When I got up, grabbed the phone, and checked my bank account, and the first Social Security check was in the bank.
It was like Christmas morning. Wasn't
It
it?
was like all Christmas mornings. It rolled up
12:02
into
in the
one.
morning.
I thought, oh man, I can start eating
Did you
again.
dance around naked in your house?
Yeah, I was naked.
And he got that little notepad out from his nightstand that said, Red Ryder BB gun, today, I'm getting it.
No more
It's
waiting.
all mine now.
Yeah, now let me ask you this. There's not a limit on the number of checks they'll send you.
No,
Yeah, there is a limit.
well,
They'll quit sending them when you
they
die.
don't. Yeah, they don't have the limit, but there is a limit.
The Lord knows the limit.
There you
Yes.
go.
Okay.
He controls the limit.
He's controlling
Yeah.
that deadline.
That's what I thought, but I didn't know if there was like, okay, if you real healthy, and you are, and you live to 116 years old, 117, we can't help you no more. Sorry, you made it this far.
Like you cap out.
Congratulations.
Like you cap out.
Yeah.
I could see
you
that.
get them all the way up until that coroner signs off on that death certificate.
There we go.
Well, that's why people get in trouble sometimes, right? The family will just keep cashing them checks.
They don't report the death.
Yeah. There we go.
That's
And I
kinda
got
wild.
a friend of mine that I was in the Navy with.
Not
that
gonna
another
report
friend
that
of
death.
mine
Killed him.
thinks that's what's happened. Because we had a friend that lived over in Toccoa
Yeah.
that we worked with in Cuba. And all of a sudden we stopped hearing from him. Nobody could get a hold of him. A little research was done to find out if and when he may have died, because he wasn't in good health. But no record of his death. But nobody can get a hold of him via his phone or social media or email.
I think that
And-
family's still
And
cashing
there was
them
some
checks.
history. There was some family history that led up to that suspicion that his brother-in-law or something was taking advantage of him. Anyway, so still got some research to do on that one.
I'm sure you'll find out the answer.
That's recent.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. That's going to be on Dateline.
Yep.
yeah.
Detective Earl on the job.
Yeah. Damn, that's a new series we can do.
PI, baby. PI Earl.
Yep.
If y'all knew how many of them shows I've had to watch over my lifetime when I was
To
young.
learn all this.
Yeah.
Oh, my daddy watched every police, detective, court, law. Oh, God, I've seen them all. I remember Embless Jr. on the FBI.
FBI.
Oh, had to watch them all.
Got them all.
He had a good-looking daughter.
Took notes too.
Of course,
didn't
she's old now.
Well,
Mental
it
notes.
sunk in. Some of it sunk
Yep.
in.
There you go. That's why we come to you if we need to find somebody.
That's right.
Y'all like what is it?
Hummus?
No.
Hominy grits?
No. Do y'all what is it? The milk that's not it's like full bodied milk.
Whole?
No.
You trying to say homogenized?
Homogized, yeah. Y'all like that kind of milk? Y'all like regular milk?
I homogized. I don't order that milk.
You start throwing that homo in there, I'm out.
I ain't
That's
sure that
me.
milk.
I ain't doing it.
I ain't. Well, I feel like that's on the verge of being curded.
Yeah.
I don't want that.
Nah.
I don't want that.
You
No.
don't like little chunks in your milk?
I get that when I forget about my milk. I get, I can still get that, Like,
No, I don't want no homogized
Chew
milk.
them up.
it's not bad. It's just like another piece of cereal in there.
Okay, now we've talked about this before, but I'm gonna ask it again because Thanksgiving's coming up. We need to know. We need information.
Mm-hmm.
How do you make cheese?
Well, if you're planning on using this cheese for your Thanksgiving dinner, you're probably a little bit late.
Okay, that I'm thinking. What I'm thinking is you have, in order to have cheese, you have to have milk,
Yeah.
Yep.
and you have to have salt enzymes.
Yeah. I feel like that's
Why,
right.
why did you come up with salt enzymes?
I read it on the pack one day.
Oh.
Maybe
And-
just salt.
Sure. And then what do you have to have? Yellow number 2.
No, I think that's an all natural color.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere.
Wait a minute. You think cheese is it's just a natural color?
Yeah.
Orange or white cheese, anything? Oh, that's
Well,
just natural.
some
I
of it
think-
is, yeah. Now they may add color into some cheeses, but some of it that's the natural color. Once it ages, it goes from white. You know how things fade a little bit, and turns kind of yellowish.
It's like it's sitting in the sun.
What
for a
about
couple
black?
days.
You ever had black cheese?
No, I can't say that I have.
Yeah, what is that cheese? It's
If it was black, I probably wouldn't eat it. I
Moon-
think that shit's
Well,
right.
don't eat it because it made me puke.
yeah.
See, there you
They
go.
have one though that's black and it's like moon salt cheese or something. Or
Moon salt.
It's not. That's not what it's called, but it's a type of cheese. I'm
You
thinking
put it
about
up
opening
on
up a
salt.
cheese shop, maybe.
Oh,
So,
well, you might need to do a little bit more homework.
A little more research.
well, I'm just getting the bare bones, starting it right here.
Well, it's not
You
an
just
easy
learn it. You
process.
just learn
It is time consuming,
Okay.
labor intensive. You
What
have
you
to
can
do it
do
in
is-
large quantities to cover the threshold of effort versus profit.
Yeah.
It's a
What you
big
can
deal.
do is to show you the process.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and this is the end of the process. But you can go up Stump House Mountain up there, go in the tunnel, all the way to the back. Clemson's got this little area cordoned off. That's where they fermenting their blue cheese at, in there. And it has to be in there like, I don't know, 38 years or
Yeah.
6 months or something. So,
Long time.
Well, never mind. I don't want to do no more cheese.
Yeah, that's a lot of work.
Yeah. I was just thinking. Yeah.
Sorry, shut that one down.
Yeah. Well, that's why I got y'all. I mean, that's why y'all are here. I mean,
that's like
why.
looking
The
for a
11th
poodle in a
man.
haystack.
Or 10th man, whatever.
Yeah. Haystack, the rapper.
I say that's like making cheese like looking for poodle in a haystack.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so.
No, I don't. I was just thinking about protesting that homogized milk, or not protesting it, but just telling them, hey, I don't want that.
You're going to direct to the dairy.
I don't know,
Yeah,
man.
don't
I
use
just
that.
don't want to be. I don't want to offend nobody. I'm kidding.
Hey, when did this revelation start?
Thursday, cut off the mic. Never mind.
Yeah, I couldn't kept a straight face on that one. I don't really give a shit, but I don't want nobody running up being like, "Oh, you got homogized milk." I'm like, nah. This is just
This is
Regular
thick
old
milk, okay?
this is what Engel stocks. So I don't have a choice in how it's.
This is fair life.
I don't have a choice in its pronouns.
How it
This is they
dresses
milk.
is up to it. I know.
Yeah, what it does on its own time when I'm not drinking it, so be
It's
it.
up to it.
Yeah. Yeah. I was thinking about that today. I was in Walmart this morning and I saw this fella walking in and he had a mask on and he had a coffee in his hand and he had jeans on and he had thong flip flops on.
No shirt.
No, he had a shirt.
Oh.
But he had an overshirt looked like Earl shirt.
Just
It has nothing to do,
no.
but it just reminded me that that's the type of overshirt he had.
Like no undershirt.
No, he had an undershirt. But and,
Was he naked?
But he was walking in with his coffee and his mask, and
With a big brown stain right in the front.
that's what I was looking for, and I was like, But the way he was walking and the way he was moving, you could tell he was real flamboyant. And
Flamboyant.
I was like,
More pliable.
That means he can
Yeah.
catch on
You
fire
catch
real
on
easy.
fire real easy.
he you could tell that he what did he do? You could tell.
It was you there, not us.
I'm
I
trying
was
to
late.
I'm trying to find a way to delicately say that this was a homosexual walking into Walmart with a coffee. and I could tell by the way he was walking. Didn't have nothing to do with what he was wearing. His accessory kind of helped.
So instead of flamboyant, he was just plain out old flaming.
Mm-hmm.
I got you. I'm on the same page.
You could tell by the way he was walking.
Yeah.
Cool.
He was also holding his hand up like this with nothing in it.
Well, I was going to say, if you didn't have that, I was going to say, could you show us that walk? I mean,
Nah, I don't. My hips don't move like that. But and I saw him, and I was, normally I just kind of, hey, what's up? Hey, what? He said, hey. I said,
No.
I just hung my head, and then as I'm walking to my truck, I get past the situation. I'm thinking, what if he'd have been one of these woke gays who would have started being like, "You not even gonna say hey?" I've been like, "Deaf, I'm deaf." I already had it planned out, dude, because I went to that deaf revival a few weeks ago.
Well, you know what they, you know the vernacular now.
Yeah,
You know the accent.
yeah.
That's the best way of putting it.
But I thought that I'm so glad he didn't say nothing else.
Mm-mm. Well, speaking of that, have you seen those? Speaking of masks, have you seen the mask in Japan that they've come up with? It's revolutionary, apparently, and they just cut like a hole in the where you,
sheet.
Yeah, like they cut a hole in the mouth area,
Mm-hmm.
and
So you can breathe.
so you can eat.
Oh yeah.
So you can eat.
Yeah, I've seen those, and that's like, why?
Yeah. But I was just saying that guy could use one too.
Yeah. Well, this whole damn thing's a farce.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even know what the hell's going on anymore. I just can't. I don't.
I mean, for his coffee, it would have helped.
Yeah. Oh yeah. For that guy, yeah, it would have helped him. Yeah. Yeah, it probably would have helped him in other facets of his life.
Who knows, man?
Yeah. But I got past that swimmingly, and there was something else I was going to ask y'all about.
At Walmart.
No, it was about, what was it about? It was about something.
I went in Walmart the other day. I
hadn't been in Walmart in a long time.
They won't let me come
You ain't
back
missing
to Walmart.
much. You ain't missing much.
Mm-mm.
Don't. Actually, you know what? Don't go in. Don't.
Nah,
It's not worth it.
there's nothing in there you need.
Well, there's something I was thinking I need to go get. What was it? Y'all go ahead. I'll think for a little while.
Last time
Yeah,
I was in Walmart, I had my stuff, and the little girl works there. Said, self-checkout right over here. It's open. I said, man, I don't work here.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody going to check me out. I'm not. And they do. Every time I go, they check me out.
Mm-hmm. And then they ring you up.
Yeah, and then they ring me up.
I was trying to book our beach trip,
Mm-hmm.
and
Speaking of beach trip.
It's what he was doing.
Go ahead.
yeah,
We need to let our audience know we'll be going to the beach in a few weeks.
yeah, we'll be there in a few weeks, and we're gonna try to do a.
We're going to try to go to Paula Dean's.
Yeah, and if
But
that
we hadn't
doesn't
heard back
work
from
out,
her, so-
I'll lose my shit.
We're not
dog.
sure that's going to work out.
Yeah, I'm gonna start a damn fire.
Well, if Santa's there, I'm gonna whip his ass for ruining it last time.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, if he's there, we can eat with him this time. We'll just plan accordingly.
Yeah, and then I can whip his ass. Because he really.
Either way,
he
Santa's toting an ass
yeah,
whooping.
Santa's getting. Yeah, I'm not getting any gifts. He's getting an ass whooping.
Yeah, you bringing the gift.
Yeah. Here's two. Got them on
Fixing
sale.
to unload a can on his ass, huh? But I was trying to book it, and I was trying to explain to the person that I was booking it with what kind of,
Amenities we needed.
what kind of domicile we was trying to secure for the time. And so I said, it's like and I was thinking mountains for some reason. And he
That's
was
the
like,
beach.
yeah. He was like, well, we
Happens
have
to me all
this
the
and
time.
this, and I was like, no, it's like a cottage or like a cabin, but it's not that. That's just what I'm thinking of in my mind, and I'm trying to get him to
Shanty
understand.
beach house.
Yeah, and I'm telling him, I'm like, it's kind of between like a cottage and a cabin, and so about 10 minutes of me trying to explain what I'm looking for, he says, so basically what I hear is you want to rent a cabbage for the week. I was like, listen here, you son of a bitch.
I don't even like cabbage.
I'll take a room in the main tower for the week. That's all I need. Don't get an attitude. He's like, I was just trying to be funny. I was like, look, my brother's coming down to beat Santa's ass.
He needs
ain't
a
got
warm
no
up.
problem.
He
And I'm
needs
a little
need
heavier
warm
than
Taking
up.
an extra afternoon off
Yeah.
to whoop your ass.
I'm a little heavier than he is, so I'm sure I can book a damn reservation specialist ass. You fucking Indian. So, but yeah, so we got it booked.
That's right.
You know,
What kind of cottage are we in?
Yeah. What kind of cabbage we got?
yeah, we got a whole plethora of it wouldn't surprise me one bit if we go to check in and there's a bunch of damn cabbage. Remember that time you brought lettuce to the cookout? And you brought 2 heads of cabbage.
Well, here's the real question: was he on time or was he late?
Oh, he was late.
I don't know about it.
Oh, he had to stop and get cabbage.
Yeah, he had to stop and get cabbage, so he was late. But
Like relatively for now, like comparatively, I was on time.
relative
minutes
to the last couple weeks, he was 45 minutes early.
That's right.
But he rolls up, and his job was to get lettuce and tomato and onion. And he brought in onion and tomato and cabbage.
I was like, I told you. There's just more disappointment on the way.
I
baby.
forgot all about that till I was telling the cabbage story.
I
That's a
forgot I
good
did that, to be honest with you.
Couldn't find no fresh lettuce, so I got these.
And
yeah,
then-
they look the same, right? It's like, is this off? Is
Yeah,
this
it's
a
green.
Laura Lynn version of the?
He didn't like it.
That was the thing, though. He was so determined. He was like, "No, this is lettuce," and I don't eat it. So I was like, "I don't give a shit." Dad was like, "That's cabbage."
I'm like,
And I was
nah,
like, "Nah, it's lettuce."
Nah.
Peeled him off one, threw it on his burger. I was like,
boy,
he
that
doing
thing
it.
was crispy.
boy
that
wild right
that
here.
cabbage was crispy too, or that lettuce. Sorry, it was lettuce.
Do y'all remember it might have been after y'all's time, but
Our time's up now.
Would you be down?
Did I miss something?
Yeah, the deadline's been bad.
do y'all remember when Pizza Hut would give out the personal pan pizzas
Yeah.
for reading?
What?
For reading.
Okay, maybe this
No.
is just a my generation thing.
I might actually be. Able
We
to
remember
read if
when,
I haven't known-
Remember,
if I hadn't
I
known about
remember the
that.
personal pan pizza.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember them giving them away for reading.
All right, so when we was
reading books.
Maybe because I didn't read.
I
it.
remember when Pizza Hut would bring the pizza to our house after they closed late at night.
Oh yeah.
there you go.
You know,
You had a connection, or they just did it.
yeah, connection. Yeah,
you
We'll
could say
yeah, we'll call it connection.
it's a connection, all right.
You connected a couple times.
We used to get. I only got it once.
You only read once.
Yeah, but we used to get like vouchers for free personal pan pizzas if you read a certain number of books in a certain time frame.
That's
And
pretty
so-
fresh right there. That's
Yeah.
smart. That would have made me read a whole lot more.
Literally saved Pizza Hut from bankruptcy because they ended that program because it was encouraging kids to read. Well, nowadays they could bring it back because kids can't even fucking read.
Yep.
I mean, they
Nowadays, it might actually make them profitable.
yeah. I mean, because you take a kid in there now, they're like, hey, we're gonna get a personal pan pizza because you read some books. Like, oh, sorry, he didn't read 11 books. He only read 1.5. Well, I'm here now. I've already ordered it. I guess I got to pay for it.
Yeah. Here's you a slice. You get one slice for
Yeah.
one book.
One personal pan slice is about half the size of my hand. Yeah. But they did. They used to give vouchers out, and I remember, dude, I never in my life wanted Pizza Hut so bad. When I got that voucher, I had to go that day,
Yep.
and Mom was like, I have shit to do.
Yeah.
We'll go tomorrow. I thought I was going to pass away.
You probably
Voucher's
lost a
not
voucher
good tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
good for-
this?
It's good until
ultimate hurt.
6 p.m. And I
need to
knew
find
we
a
wasn't
copier.
making it by 6 p.m. Got out of school at 3:30, but I knew we weren't going to make it.
Nah.
Maybe that's why you never got none.
Is that what you say?
100%.
Stop at Staples. They got a copier in there. We're gonna copy this voucher.
But I did, man. That's the only thing that ever made me want to read a book was pizza.
Damn,
yes,
son.
there was food involved.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just thought about it the other day because I was riding. Oh, it made me think about it because I saw a hospital truck.
A hospital truck.
That's what I thought.
An ambulance?
Nope. Nope. I saw a
They have red lights.
F-250 with the hospital logos all up and down the side.
Prisma Health. That's right. They take
And the
over,
guy
baby.
that was driving it was wearing a
Tuxedo.
no,
a vest.
no, yeah, one of the hey, watch out, I'm near the road vests. The bright ones.
Caution
Why?
vest.
Yeah, caution
Why?
vest.
What is he doing?
And earmuffs
In the truck.
in the truck.
And a mask. He had to have a
Didn't have a
mask.
mask on. He had glasses on, which didn't surprise me.
That's actually
But
surprising he
almost a
didn't.
mask.
Yeah.
But
Working at the
I'm sitting there thinking, it kind of blew my mind because I rode past it and I was like, get out of the left lane.
Yeah, what are you doing?
And then I thought, wait a minute. Why does the hospital need an F-250?
Good question.
Why does he have a caution vest on? And why does he have earmuffs on in the truck? Anybody have any good answers for that? I don't.
I can't fathom that combination of events.
I mean, I'm be
Fitting
honest with you.
together.
I do have a scenario in my head right now that has a 642-pound woman getting brought out of a house by ambulance personnel with an ambulance.
First, they had
But-
to use a chainsaw to cut her out
Yes,
of the house.
they had to cut her out of the house.
Yeah.
But then also they brought her across the road because they have so much junk in their yard. Because we've seen a couple,
Couldn't pull
junky
in the
yards.
yard.
Yeah,
yeah.
so they're parked across the road. That guy pulls across like through 2 lanes of traffic, and he's sitting out there like, "Whoa,
Whoa,
hey,
whoa.
we got a big chungus coming here who's sick, and we got to get her across. Also, I can't hear shit, so I don't want to hear nothing."
He was running the chainsaw
Yes.
earmuffs.
Yeah, he had been running the chainsaw to get her out.
That makes
Yep.
sense.
As soon as that happened, he jumps in the truck, runs out into the road, stops traffic.
Stop traffic. They load her in the bed of the truck.
Well, first of all, they bring her on 2 gurneys to the
Yeah.
bed of that truck.
Well, that would be even funnier if they brought her to the ambulance and they couldn't get her in.
Yeah.
They're like,
And they do it like
Oh my
this,
gosh,
and
it's
they,
like a
you
6.5
know, all the
foot bed.
people
I
stop
can't get
in
her
their
in.
car, and they're trying to get her up, and they can't get her up, and they say,
Yeah, waving her on through. Yeah.
Dale, bring the F-250 over.
Yeah.
We got to get her in here.
Yeah. Backs up to the thing and they just run and like hope she slides off the gurney into the truck. Yeah.
Yeah.
That could be it.
I mean, that would be ideal. That's definitely not what he was doing, though. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I don't know what he was doing. And I don't know why they need that truck.
He's playing work, is what he's doing. For
And
sure.
I
He's
have
playing
seen
work.
people that's got Prisma security.
Yeah, I've seen those.
Yeah, I'm
I mean, toting a gun.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, also, like, I was,
well,
I
when
was
you
going
get
pretty
in there,
fast one day.
You gonna stay, and you gonna pay your bill before you leave. That's what's gonna happen.
And they
Dude, if a
mean business.
Prisma security
And they don't
guard
wanna
pulls a
hear nothing
gun
about
on
it.
me,
No, I don't want to hear nothing about it. I put these earmuffs on.
Yeah. Yeah.
as he pulls a gun on somebody, he's like, freeze. They're like, huh, what are you talking about? We're in the emergency room. He's like, I can't hear you.
I got earmuffs on. Yeah. Sir, that gun has an orange tip. Is that a Nerf gun?
I bought this myself.
Yeah. Yeah, I painted it black. Also, I can't hear you. Why are you whispering? That's the whole thing.
Dude, see, I would like to think it's that. It's definitely not that, though.
No.
It's definitely something more ridiculous.
It's government
but also
saying, hey, we got to be safe in here.
yeah, wear your vest while you drive.
Yeah.
Hand your earmuffs.
Yeah, Barney Fife at the hospital going to pull me up. I want somebody, like when I go through the hospital, they got that one little 3-way intersection that has to, I never stop.
No.
I just roll, ease down, roll on through.
Look
I'm,
around.
I'm waiting on the Prisma guy to flash his lights for me to stop.
I'm like,
So you roll through that stop sign.
Just keep going.
Sir, unless you're in the hospital, I don't think you have any authority.
I do the same thing with these roundabouts. I just get in that roundabout. I just keep going around and around and
Yeah.
around. People all messed up about that, you know. Then sometimes I'll break like I'm going to turn, then I don't, and go around.
Go around enough. Yeah. I'm just waiting on it, dude, because I want to have that conversation of, I saw you didn't stop at that stop sign. Be like,
Yeah, I saw
Thought it
you
was a
were
roundabout.
needed in
Yeah.
emergency because of Deborah.
yeah, I don't give a shit what you didn't see or did see.
I know you didn't hear me.
Yeah, you don't even have a badge.
Well, they have a nice Durango, too.
Yeah, your shirt's not even tucked in. Give a shit what you saw. Did you really
Your
see
pants are 2 sizes too
it?
big.
Show me on your dash cam. I just want to fight somebody.
Oh, dude. Well, if anybody you need to fight, it's probably a Prisma security guard.
Somebody the other day told me I had a dad bod,
Me too.
and I thought, I
That's
don't think I do, but I appreciate it if it's meant as a compliment.
Yeah,
I'm not thinking it was.
Well, see, like early on, dad bods weren't.
Yeah.
But apparently now, that's a thing. They're like, you know what? I don't want, I guess women, out in the world are like, hey, I don't want,
Fit.
a hard body. Yeah, I don't want that fit body. I want that, normal body.
Yeah,
Some Play-Doh.
Yeah. Or just
Just
I mean,
not-
I think it's a compliment is what I'm getting at.
Okay.
I don't know for sure, but I feel like it's a compliment.
They were like,
we don't know the guy that said it either, so I mean,
they're like,
basically, you
got
got to
the
read
dad
him
bod.
too. Did he have
I
a
was
coffee
like,
and a mask on? Walking into Walmart.
nah. So you got
Yeah,
that dad
earmuffs.
bod. I said, I feel like if I have a dad bod, he has bi-weekly doctor visits already scheduled.
Like a grandpa bod.
Yeah.
I
I have a standing appointment at the doctor every other Wednesday.
The only thing you got to plan for is your doctor visit.
Yeah. Yeah. The rest of my day is wide open, but Wednesdays at 11:30, I'm busy. You know? I feel like that's, if I have it, that's what I have.
I'm at the heart doctor.
Yeah. Yeah. I got a bi-monthly stress test I got to go do. If I have a dad bod, but I don't think I do. And I don't have no kids, so I hope I don't have a dad bod.
Well, you got one. He's a furry little mute boy.
Yeah. Man, he's good. He's a good boy.
That's right. There you go.
Sometimes.
It was a compliment. It was a compliment.
Yeah. That's what I, when I got done, I was like, appreciate it. I don't think I do, but whatever.
did you do that?
That's
Did
fresh.
you look to make sure
Yeah.
that was you?
I was like,
Oh, you talking about me, huh? Thanks.
yeah. If I got a dad bod, he's on a bowling team. That's,
He goes golfing once a week on a bowling team.
yeah.
That's what I'm getting, boy.
I decided the other day.
I think
that
that's
I
where
did
you progress. Really, the older you get,
Mm-hmm.
like when you, I don't know, when you're 30s and 40s, you play softball on some team, When
Well, I think, I don't know, obviously, but I feel like when I get to 30s and 40s, I'm going to try and stay in some type of shape by doing that.
play on a basketball team,
Play basketball,
yeah.
once a week,
But then when you
maybe-
get in your your late 40s and 50s and early 60s, that's when you golf.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of exercise, not too much.
No, not too much.
Yeah, not
Don't
too much
overdo it.
now. Not too much now. I don't want to be sore next Wednesday.
And I'll say this too: if you going golfing in your 40s, 50s, 60s, get you a damn cart. If you walking,
Oh, yeah.
go home and walk.
You going to hell.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
could take laps in your neighborhood. What are you
But
doing,
then when
buddy?
you get 60s, 70s, 80s, that's when you go bowling. That's when you learn to bowl and stuff.
Well, you got to
I mean,
keep
from
those.
what I've
You got to
seen.
keep your hands good because at that age, your arthritis is coming in.
Oh yeah.
And they're like, "Hey, first thing that goes is them pingies."
Mm-hmm.
They done.
Yeah.
So you got to get the bowling in.
Yeah. Who said it? Yeah. Yeah.
Plus that's weightlifting for them too.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's 14 pounds of solid.
Plastic.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know what bowling balls are made out of.
I do feel like some people say I'm an old soul, I like older music or like whatever.
Yeah,
I feel like I'm an old soul, but I just
health.
no, yeah. I had a good idea of, when I get in my 30s, I'm going to try to still play on a basketball team and do all this. And then I got in my 30s and I was like, golf sounds all right.
Yeah, golf's good.
So I went ahead and decreased the gap from late 40s to 50s. I'm an old soul, dog.
Well, you really moved up. Like
Yeah.
if you think about it like that, you moved up. So that's
Yeah.
good. It's not a
I
bad
think
thing.
and when I die, I'm going to, people are going to be like, well, he was an old soul. Like, yeah, he was a fat guy. That's why he
Because he
died.
was fat.
Yeah. Didn't have nothing to do with his soul,
Plus, they know running involved in golf. Basketball, you got to run back and
Right.
forth, back and forth. What- No running. Running for you one time.
Once.
Other than that,
And I got winded. I had already determined. This is how I knew basketball was pretty much done for me. Is you run, the court is 94 feet long. Running that back and forth for 15, 20 minutes at a time is hard on your heart, my heart.
That's a lot.
So I had already cut it down to running from 3-point line to 3-point line, and
That's
I just
about
got
35 feet.
I got really good at shooting those. So I cut it down from 94 feet to about 48 feet.
Being generous.
Yeah. And I got pretty decent from that range. So I was like, hey, I'm still providing a service to the team,
Yep, I'm still contributing.
and then it got to a point where I was like, I'm not running.
Can I make a half court shot? Can I stand right here
and just turn
in
around.
this little circle?
Turn around.
here. I got 10 feet. I'm like, yeah,
nothing
pass it,
moving but your
boys.
head.
Yeah.
this area here is mine.
And people that know me, Josh can attest that there for a while I was shooting pretty far out there, so I was getting close to the half court range.
Yeah, he was.
So I was getting there.
You're trying.
Yeah.
I'm like,
What you were doing is adapting.
Yes.
That's what you was doing.
And then once I
Come on.
decided, well, I can't quite make a half-court shot, and I don't want to run no more, I was like, golf.
You know what? You know what I should do? I should probably golf.
Yeah.
I don't disagree with you.
Well,
Feel
the other
same
day
way.
I had to dang trim my downstairs pumpkin patch.
Yeah.
What?
Oh yeah.
Sorry. No, what you thinking is my beard, is my goatee. Because this is my upstairs pumpkin patch. This is my downstairs.
You've been
I'm
bad
glad you
upstairs for a
clarified
while.
that.
Me too.
Yeah.
I
Well,
started saying,
yeah.
I was going to
Yeah,
have to excuse myself.
Yeah, no.
Normally and stuff like that, I just hang on because I know
He knows it's going somewhere.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, he ain't talking
Well,
about what I think he's talking about.
And then if it gets in a ditch, he's strong enough to pull me back out. So,
like that cow, baby, like that cow, pull him off that child.
that cow,
There he is. Come on.
that cow that we saw is deflated, by the way.
Ooh,
Yeah, he was
no
all-
one's got him yet.
No.
Oh,
We were talking before you got here, though. We think what we're going to do is
We talked a long time before you got here.
well, I was gonna say you
But
had
hour
plenty of
and a
time to talk. Yeah, I mean, let's be honest.
about a month from now, it's going to be
Jerky.
yeah. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to get it. Probably put it in Earl's truck.
We need to wait until it gets real cold because it's gonna stink.
Well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to get it, put it in Earl's truck, bring it to your apartment.
So we don't care if it stinks.
We need you.
We can roll the windows down. but
We
you
need
can't.
you to clean its rib cage
I'll do it there.
really good.
I'll do it there.
We're going to bring it to you. So we need you to clean its rib cage really good. So
Will
we
it
can
fit in your
sell it-
bathtub?
Yeah.
No,
So we can sell it on eBay as a dinosaur rib cage. Like a small.
But you got to clean it real good. Like you got well, you can get Naomi's toothbrush and clean them bones real good.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I mean, I could do all of that.
Your toilet
I could,
brush.
Yeah, dude, I could do that. I just don't want to do it in my house.
It's okay. We're going to make it convenient for you.
Yeah.
We don't want
It's
you to
gonna
have
delivery.
stink.
It's delivery and pick
It's gonna-
up. Don't
yeah.
worry.
Well, y'all gonna field dress it first?
No, we're gonna. That's what
That's
we
we're
need you
waiting
to
on
do.
to
That's what we
happen.
need that bathtub for.
We're going to let the Lord field dress it, and then you clean it, and you have a spare bathtub.
I mean, it can't smell much worse than my cat litter.
Or your neighbors. So
Yeah,
Yeah, you ain't lying.
we do get a couple little Indian neighbors.
Boy, I tell you, you walk out in that. You go walking at night. Sometimes about 7:30. It's like you walking in a world market, boy. Shit.
Like you stepped into New Delhi.
Nah, not even just that. It's like the
Old Delhi.
it's like a world market. You get a little bit of everything.
It's like the United Nations is meeting up in your parking lot.
They're just like, all right, bring your best food. I'm like, okay.
But they're not just sitting around eating; they're walking around. Everyone's walking, handing it off to each other.
Dude, I literally saw. We were walking the other day at dinner time, and somebody was frying something, and they opened their whole door.
Oh, I bet.
And they didn't do it on the porch. I mean,
That's what I would have done.
deep fryer, put it on the porch.
Yeah.
Don't stink up your whole house. Nah, open up the door, dude. It is a litter. It's like you get punched in the mouth with a different smell every apartment building, and it's actually kind of fun after a while. At first you're like, oh,
especially if you're hungry.
that was not that bad. Man, that smells all right.
Was that where you got your gator bites from?
No. I wanted to. I had gator bites. The last time I had gator bites, we were in Panama City Beach with Naomi's family, and they were good. But I wanted to tell you this because you were kind enough to let us borrow your truck to drive down there.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Is there some gator bites under his seat or something? Is that what you're gonna tell him?
Yeah. I mean, you're not that off. Frankly, you're not that off. So one of us may or may not have gotten sick
Oh, yeah.
after we got gator bites.
Sure.
And I wanted to tell you that if you had a little bit of funk smell in that car, in your truck,
That's what it was.
it was gator bites.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't think you noticed. So now that we're 2 months removed from it, I wanted to see if you had actually noticed any gator bite smell.
It was regurgitated gator bite?
Yeah.
Yeah. I definitely noticed a stink.
But he wasn't going to say anything out of kindness to you.
Yeah, and I'm just
And
going to
you
be
knew it
honest
wasn't
with
him.
you. I didn't. Yeah, it wasn't me. I didn't want to say this, but now I'm going to be forced to. It was like your stink, like just your
Just
general
me?
aura.
See, I'm glad to hear that.
Your family's aura. And it's not a stink. It's just a, hey, Josh has been here, or Josh and Naomi have been here. So it's not like, oh, he shitted.
Oh, yeah, he done shitted in the truck.
It's a, oh, I know they've been in here. And so I thought, oh, well, yeah, they've been driving it for a week. Sure, they've been in here.
Yeah.
And then I noticed
They're not leaving.
yeah, I noticed what looked like marbles in the floor, like a couple of them.
Mm-hmm.
And if you fillet a gator and before you cook it, their meat's a little translucent.
Yep.
And they weren't round marbles.
That's like
so I
see-through.
said, that could be gator.
And it was Gator,
Yeah,
boy.
it was Gator.
It was
Yeah.
Gator.
And I vacuumed it out.
Well, see, that's the thing. I tried to do a good job of cleaning. I detailed your truck beforehand so you wouldn't notice.
Right.
But now I'm like, shit, it's been 10 years since I worked at a detail shop, so no
Yeah.
wonder. You know, I'm a little rusty.
Well, I wondered-
I probably
I
left.
don't know what the hell that
It's been half past a freckle since I worked at a
I
damn
wondered
detail
when you got back, and I came over and I was like, hey, we swap cars. She's like, oh, I'll bring it to you tomorrow. I'm like, well, I'm here now, you know.
Like,
I got to clean the gator puke out of it.
Yeah, you don't want it right now.
Yeah. And so I was like, well, whatever, you know. In all honesty, I would have bet my entire year's salary that a coffee had been spilt in there.
No, we got coffee every day. Didn't spill one.
Yeah, so you say.
Spilled some gator bites though.
Well, there's something sticky on my fucking floor, man. But it's fine. It's over and done.
Yeah, I was
with.
gonna say. I mean,
I can't go back and undo the throw up.
Yeah, nah. And
I
you
can't
also
put it
but-
back in you.
Yeah, you also can't, not let me borrow it. No, I mean, not like,
That's where we're
like
going.
yeah, you can't like not let me borrow it. Like,
I started to
unless
say,
you
we
are-
spent a
Yeah,
lot of
better,
time on
like-
this detailing this stuff, so you want to borrow his truck again, ain't you?
yeah, I really tried to do my best to get it, back to where it was, but it didn't work out so well.
Well, I appreciate you being honest about it.
Yeah, I
2
mean,
months later.
honestly,
2 months later.
Well, no, honestly, I wanted. It was kind of like an Easter egg. I wanted to
Yeah.
drop. I wanted to see if you were going to say something, and you never did. So I was like, well, shit, I might have actually did a good job.
As much of an
Turns
asshole
out
as I am, I
turns
got
out
a
I didn't.
pretty kind heart, so I don't,
And next week's episode will be about what he did in your car.
I was going to say, let's be honest.
yeah.
He cleaned it up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Disappointment.
I last night I saw something that blew my mind. I was coming home and I got stopped at a red light in town. Y'all know where Jim's pool hall is?
Yeah, my
Yeah.
buddy owns that.
There you go.
Jim?
No, Dwayne.
D-Wayne.
That seems.
I'd have named it something different.
Well, you would think,
Yeah.
but
That's just me.
He's kind of illiterate, and Jim, he knows how to spell. Okay,
Yeah.
so I mean,
Jim's an easy one to
Yeah.
spell.
Never
So-
thought about that.
oh, bigger name on the other line.
Yeah.
No, that's Bert.
Oh. Bert. That would have been a good name for a pool hall. Bert's.
Bert's pool hall.
So what I did is I stopped at a red light and I saw this guy trying to cross the intersection with a
Pool stick.
bag on his back.
Mm.
And so he got the little Walkman, and he starts easing across, and then he turns and he is holding a child in his arms, like a 3-year-old, and he's pushing a stroller. And I'm sitting there thinking,
He don't know how the thing works.
surely he's not going in the pool hall.
No.
And so at this point, I'm too vested, so I got to turn around and see where he's going.
You just pull over.
And get your camera out. Well,
Just pull
no.
over and park in one of the parking spots to watch.
I did. And he went in the pool hall with a 3-year-old and a baby. And I thought, maybe he lives upstairs. And then I thought, I'm calling Child Protective Services.
Yeah.
I'm not doing this.
So you give him the benefit of the doubt first, then you're like,
Yeah.
okay, wait a minute.
He's
I'm reaching.
what he has is he has a setup. He's got a baby, so nobody can pick on him too bad in front of a baby.
Mm-hmm.
They'll remember it. And he's got a person who can walk to the bar and get him another beer
Toddler.
and bring to him while he's playing, while he's sharking out there,
That's right.
Either that or he's playing 9-ball, and whoever wins gets the kid.
That's what I was going to say. He's either that or he's bartering with a baby,
Yeah.
I ain't
And,
got $20, but what I do have is a baby.
Samantha. Yeah. I got little Samantha, and she's 6 months old. You know,
Well, next time I go by there, I have to swing in and
ask
the
old Jim about
proprietor
it.
about the
Yeah.
Child Slave Labor Act.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and tell him, hey, people are noticing. You know, you can't be in here,
Philip,
gambling with babies.
It's been broadcast to the masses now.
Yeah.
Everybody.
your
So
patron-
everybody
your
knows
patrons
about it.
aren't being too discreet.
Yeah,
He's got a stroller for
Right.
the baby.
yeah, and it's one thing. What you could have done is you could have put him in like a, those like lawyers sometimes, or not lawyers, but their assistants have the crates of files that they roll behind them. You could have swaddled it and put it in there.
Yeah.
Thought, hey, he's going in to do business.
Yeah, he's going in to check their books.
Yeah, and you could have just walked beside the other one instead of carrying it and been like, oh, that's his midget wife. But no, you got a damn dinosaur stroller and a kid in his Halloween costume going in to wait on you to finish a couple rounds of pool before you take him trick-or-treating.
And polish off a six-pack.
Yeah,
I was going to say, I mean, let's be honest, that might be Dad of the Year.
100% chance he's letting that baby sip off the end of the bottle.
No, yeah.
I mean,
She's teething.
Yeah.
What?
she's chewing on the end of a Michelob Light.
Yeah,
What do you want me to do? What? I'm doing the best I can.
I'm a single dad for the night. I don't know what you want me to do.